everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Pardon the Distraction. I'm one of your hosts, DJBluePDX, and joining me right now is two straight guys, and one of us is a priest. And you cannot imagine how uncomfortable it is that I just actually made that joke. Can we cut that?
No.
Damn it.
All you needed was a bar. But the question is who's the priest? Look, maybe in your cosplay dreams.
Oh, so my community got me. I'm now an official reverend with the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Wow.
Nice.
I know, right? Wait, I have a card. No, I don't have the card on me. It's upstairs in my wallet. But it means I can be a reverend on a flight. I can give somebody last rites by basically sprinkling angel hair pasta on them. I'm also can be a deciding factor if there's a fight in a public kitchen or in a workplace kitchen as to whether or not it's actually al dente.
What about bathhouses?
Well, I can also bless those noodles too. It's taster's choice right there.
Hey, I'm ordained in Dudism.
Awesome.
I'm an ordained minister in the Church of Dudism.
Awesome. Because I'm Jewish. So
I'm not part of Scientology.
Nobody knows who I am because you haven't introduced me yet, DJ.
Oh, well, we haven't got
way to go.
Yet. All right.
Way to go, DJ.
Back to the point. Here we go. I'm one of your hosts, DJBluePDX. Joining me, of course, our other weekly host. It is none other than the Lost Drake. And down below, right here, our special guest this week is his first time on the show. Welcome, Western Blue Donkey Wilson.
Donkey? Okay, hi.
It's not that kind of show.
How's everyone doing? I'm Wes Wilson, and yeah.
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
We're all fallen mixer partners.
Yes.
And employees.
With a slight touch of the ADDs and yeah. So
a slight.
We've all partied in hotel rooms at late night events.
What nobody realizes is that we've actually been already on this call like for 40 minutes before we even started.
That happens every
recording.
time.
And it happens every time. It's like
that's
that.
true.
So,
it's like our warm up to get ready, and then we don't have anything to talk about when we actually start the podcast.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun because this coming weekend, obviously, we've got Twitch. TwitchCon is going to be happening in San Diego at the San Diego Convention Center. Tickets are still available for certain events, and if you are going to be in the local area, make sure you hit us up and let us know because this will be the first time that Wes and Drake and I have been in the same place in
a long time.
God, it's
2019?
19, I think.
Yeah, because I think the last South I don't think we were all at the last South, were we?
Yeah, we were.
We were. Yes, we were. That was the gummy bears. That was the fucking gummy bears.
There was one other.
No, that was the last one because I didn't go to East.
Yeah,
it was South.
I had the gummy dicks that Wes had given me. Yeah. And I just ran around and stuck my tongue out at people like.
And then Wes was just going around. You want a dick? And just would set it. It was like he was going around like an ecstasy dealer. He was like, you want a dick? And we're like, what is this? Everybody just stuck their tongue out. He's like, man, the fact that you guys are allowing me to do this is just crazy.
Yeah.
Don't do that at TwitchCon. We might all get arrested.
I did have
world.
I did have one person who was very interested in getting a gummy dick from me, but at the same time was like, I should not be putting candy from strangers into my mouth. That's just not smart.
You are single-handedly the reason why COVID started.
God damn it. Oh my gosh. So
that's how it spread. It was the goddamn gummy dicks.
Yep. A little bit of history. Wes, you were responsible for one of the biggest and greatest shows for a platform at a PAX event. You planned PAX West 2018. That was a massive year for us back on Mixer. I was basically plugged into a camera set and had a mic and lighting crew following me all over the con for 3 days.
Yeah. So I was one of the event's subject matter experts for Mixer because I throw conventions on my own. I've run major events for high-res studios and things like that. I've done a lot of amazing show-oriented things. And so when it came time for PAX East or PAX West that year, I basically handled all the partner activations for that show, which most people would be like, oh, okay, so you scheduled a few things. But no, we had 4 major teams doing 4 major different things throughout the weekend. And I had to coordinate Like I had to make sure nobody was running against each other with various things. I had to make sure everybody was prepared for stuff. I also handled all the special invite partners that were there that had been flown in by Mixer. I had to make sure they had information packets and make sure that they were where they needed to be. And yeah, no, that was
it was a lot.
It was great. Like we had Hype Zone Live there at the time, and it was that one. You know, so Shoutcast, and that's always been a thing that I brag about because I had so much fun with it.
Yep.
So now
that's how we met.
Yeah, and so you're currently on Twitch.
Yes.
Content creating there. Tell us a little bit about your channel.
Okay, so most people who know anything about my history know that I started with a group called the Dead Workers Party, and we started off with a show called World of WoW. It was back in the WoW days, and we did a show about what's it called when you animate in games again? I can't remember what it's called.
Are you talking about like mocap?
No. Like if you
FX?
like if you do videos using in-game video, there's a
Like,
term for it.
Oh, you mean like Red versus Blue, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we did some Warcraft stuff associated with that, and then so our show was about doing videos in game, and it was about Warcraft, and we had a good time. And then TF2 came out, and we were huge Team Fortress fans, so we decided to do a Team Fortress 2 podcast, and it was ridiculous. Like we started off doing an episode for each class and then an episode for each map, and we had a great time, and like we started developing an audience, and it was pretty impressive.
It never fucking fails. Sorry, not to interrupt you. I just had to point this out. It never fucking fails. Every goddamn podcast recording, this asshole over here, he fucking never mutes his fucking phone. No matter what. I'm over here, my phone across the room. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Wes. I didn't mean to interrupt you. He's so rude.
So anyway. So, but then we started doing things like we made a Christmas show, and we took Christmas carols and did Team Fortress 2 lyrics to them.
Nice.
And then we started doing radio plays for our big milestone episodes. Like one April 1st, we pretended like we had been bought out by something called Uber servers, and we pretended like our show was being taken over, and we had required programming we were supposed to do. And it just got stupider and stupider till we started walking off the set, and there was only one host going, uberservers.com. You should, so, and then we ended up doing 1 hour radio plays for our 50th and 100 episodes.
Nice.
That were crazy. So then Minecraft came out. And we started doing Minecraft interviews, and our show, The Shaft, completely took off. And we interviewed Minecraft Chick when she had like 100 viewers before she started working for Mojang, such that at E3, before Lydia was working for Mojang, we went out to E3 and were in the booth with them doing stuff with Notch and all those guys, and it was a great time. So I got out of the business for a little while because I needed to pay for a family, and the industry is not all that great for that, and so then I returned to the business with Mixer because I started working for Mixer, and I was a partner account manager there, and it was a great experience. And then, so then I was done, and I was getting other jobs, and, but I still love streaming, and I still love content creators, and I like gaming with content creators. And the truth of the matter is, if you want to game with a content creator, you need to be a content creator. That's pretty much the way it goes. Very few people who are content creators game with the people that they are, real life friends with. And so that's the other thing, is I just kept streaming because it kept me able to play with my friends that I wanted to do gaming with. My channel is called Wes Wilson. It is not a very big channel. People stop by periodically. Plus, I stream in the wee hours of the morning because I have ADHD really badly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do that.
And yeah. So, but at the same time, I will be attending TwitchCon under the Shaft Live channel as a partner.
Oh,
Nice.
So wait, you're going to be at the partner party?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. I actually know somebody that's going now. I feel better about myself.
Because, no.
Did you get a hold? Well, did you reach out, DJ, and try to figure that out?
Yep. Nope. I still haven't heard back.
Damn it. That sucks.
Well.
Sorry. DJ's like,
I gave him advice. I told him what he needs to do is he needs to contact registration and try to cancel his purchase and move it over to another account. But he doesn't have to log in.
But I don't have the logins for that.
Yeah, if you had the login, that would make it easy.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm a variety streamer. I do a little bit of everything. It's mostly just me hanging out. I've actually become a pretty terrible content creator lately. I am not very entertaining on the whole. I'm just kind of like playing my game, having a good time.
Well, here's the question for you, Wes. All right, so what kind of games are you playing now? I know you're a big RPG guy like I am too, so you like RPGs, but
I do.
Are you going to get back into WoW when Dragonflight comes out?
No, I think I'm done with MMOs. And the reason I think I'm done with MMOs
Lost Ark is amazing. I love Lost Ark.
Well, I enjoyed Lost Ark too, but my problem with MMOs is I end up soloing them every time.
Well, okay, you know what? I agree with you. This is what happens. Everybody, here's what I like doing, right? And maybe this is just the old school WoW guy in me, right?
Yeah.
When I played WoW, we had our dedicated group of people, and we had people in the clan, the guild, whatever you were playing in, and everybody jumped on at the same time, and we all played together. This is way before social media was like super crazy. This was our social media. This is how we met people. This is how we hung out. And that social gathering was so much different experience than it is now. Being a content creator, the one thing that I have noticed is I will get people into a game. So say, for example, Lost Ark, because I'm partnered with them and I love that game. I really do. I enjoy it. New World, meh, but I know a lot of people have been getting back into it.
Yeah.
But Lost Ark, it's Diablo, MMO. It's a lot of fun, right? Yeah. Not DJ's type of game at all. He hates those fucking games. He hates them. I tried to get him into Final Fantasy Online, and it was like his head was blowing up.
Oh God, it was the most annoying. It was the most annoying
because it's too much to learn. He can't do it. He's like
that, and there's just so much fucking chaos. You got 18 people on a fucking call, and all of a sudden you've just got shit happening everywhere. And it's like,
yeah, it's fantastic. I love it. But I agree with you. I think the big thing is that you end up playing with a group of people, and then everybody slowly starts drifting off, and then you're like, hey guys, I'm ready to raid, and nobody's to be found. I still have that problem in Destiny. Even though that's not an MMO, raiding in Destiny, I have a problem of getting people. I'm like, come on, guys. They're like, I've never even done a raid. I'm like, what? Like, let's get in here. Let me carry you, you know?
Here's my problem with MMOs, okay? Number one, nobody levels at the same pace.
Nobody does, no.
Nobody levels at the same pace.
And you always got the tryhards that are capped out in the first day.
Right. Yeah, that's just it. And those people, once they do that, there's no plan with them until you level cap. Yep. So unless you're willing to skip the enjoyment of leveling in an MMO, there's a whole group that just goes away immediately.
Yep.
The second thing is that when you're playing, you've got people who are like, well, I'm you're working today. I'm not. I'm going to play. And then they do a bunch of, and then there's just a little bit of drift. And a little bit of drift.
Yep.
And a little bit of drift.
Yep. And then nobody's on the same page anymore. Nobody's doing the same shit. And then it's not even enjoyable. I think there should be a like MMO, and hear us out here. Anybody who's listening who's making an MMO, make a MMO lock. I think that would be a great way to, like, if you're with a group and you're a dedicated group, like say you're running with 4 people and you're locked, you can only go so far where it's not going to destroy your experience. Or make it so they can only do side quests and level up, but they can't do the story without your friends. Like, that would be really cool.
Here is what I think Dungeons & Dragons Online did that was perfect, okay? There was an open world that you could interact with and do stuff in, but there were also adventures. And you and your group would log in and go on an adventure, right?
Yep.
It had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yep.
And you could repeat it, and there was stuff to do. To me, that is the ideal thing. You can have the open world, you can do all that stuff, but then make it so that when people want to do an adventure together, there is a starting point where they walk in a door together.
Yeah.
And it's not all like
well, here's the funny thing, right? So like DJ, like he hates those type of games, but I've seen him grind. I mean, literally grind. And he says he hates grinding, but he grinded Dying Light.
On strippers.
Well, that's different.
Oh, Dying Light, yeah.
Dying Light, he would literally play that, which, by the way, the new expansion is coming out soon.
I know, I'm so excited. It's going to be great.
And I'm going to be working with them. Just fun-filled fact. But, DJ, we got to play that.
I want to get in there.
Well, I'll get you some information.
I play that shit constantly.
I don't play that shit constant because I couldn't because of my vertigo. And then they fixed it. And then I just never went back to it because everybody was already done with the game. Kind of an MMO situation.
Trying to get their attention for fucking ever. The devs come into my stream and will dump all sorts of cool shit for me constantly. Every time I'm in there. The Techland devs come in, they'll answer questions. We do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
If they're gonna, are they gonna be there?
I can't talk about it yet.
Okay.
But I will talk to you offline. And I actually just got this email yesterday. And I'm surprised I haven't talked to you. I don't even know why I didn't bring that up because I know how much of a fan you are of that game. And I like the Dying Light series. I love it. I couldn't play it. My vertigo was like, blah, and I would get dizzy. And I'm like, all right, guys, I got to end stream. I got to like go put my face in the corner of the wall so I can get my equilibrium back. It's not even like the motion. It was the jumping. Like the jumping, because you know how you like flail and it blurs out, and I would turn motion blur off, but it would still be like it was like
you jump and it stretches.
Yeah, it stretches the screen. Yeah, I don't know. It was something about the jumping. So I was just staying on the ground. I wouldn't even go up on the roofs, which is very hard to do in that game. But yeah, I was enjoying it. I actually really did like the game, and I am going to be working with them in. Oh, I can't even say the date. Never mind. So yes. So
but no, I love Dying Light as well.
Yes.
That's one of the games that I bought to play with DJ that he never played with me.
Yeah, DJ, you're horrible about playing games with your friends.
What?
You play the same goddamn games. We need to branch you out.
I have bought 4 games to play with you.
I am an
I have bought 4 games to play with you as well, and you didn't play any of them with me.
One.
You go back to fucking Siege and Griffball. That's all you fucking play.
Well,
so we can't fucking play any games together. I hate Siege and Griffball. You always have people that are already in there and they're doing tournaments and shit.
Well, it's Halloween month, so we should technically play some kill 'em up zombie stuff.
I'll be playing God of War. Because God of War comes out on my birthday on Odin's Day.
Oh.
November 9th, baby.
Listen, I had to move on beyond Halo, and from a competitive FPS standpoint, I absolutely adore Siege. Siege is a wonderful thing. I've been actually building a really great viewing community, and I've been talking with a couple of the other casters. Couple of
Wes' face right
casters,
now. Wes is like, I want to just play games. I don't make excuses. Play games.
A couple of the other EU casters have asked if I would like to start learning how to cast Siege, and I'm like, hell yes, please let me get in there. Okay, so Dying Light Day.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
I will Sherpa you the fuck through that game.
Well,
I got some.
But that's just it. I'm almost finished with Dying Light 1.
I am not. I think I am 10 hours in, and I was running around beating up the same zombies because I was trying to get one weapon. Yeah, because there was one weapon I wanted to get, and I knew where it was at, and I saw it online because it was from Dying Light 1, and I wanted to get it, and I was like, you know what? I want the electrical katana because there's that one mission you can do, and it was a chance of drop, so I just kept doing it over, and everybody else, Poe got it, everybody else got it, I didn't get it, and I was like, you know what? And I was already frustrated, and then the vision and blah, but it's fine though, because we will play it together. Because that's 4-player, right?
Yes.
4-player co-op? Yeah.
Yeah, you get up to 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
And we can do New Games Plus. New Games Plus.
I haven't even got through one game.
Okay, so there we go. Yeah, so we've got a plan now.
Although it took you a year and a half to play God of War, and then after you played it, then you were like, oh my God. And you also told me you would hate She-Hulk, and now you love it, and it's like one of your favorite shows.
Listen,
so what do you know, sir?
I don't even have a hairline. Go fuck yourself.
I can put coffee grounds on your head again. DJ's like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I bought Siege to play with DJ, and I played with him once.
Wow.
Right? and I hate
Well,
Siege.
I know
I hate it. I cannot stand it. I fucking hate that game. I cannot stand it.
Yeah.
Look, here's the reason why. And everybody always says this. Why do you hate Siege? You should like it. It's one of those games where you can play with people, you can enjoy, you can, but I hate repetitious first-person shooters. I cannot.
Well, so so then you're missing the whole point of Siege. Then there's such a complex meta involved in how you choose which characters, because you've got during those first 30 seconds as you're droning in and you find out where they are to actually go back and change your character. The reason you want to change your character is
the characters that look like they're from Fraggle Rock that haven't been updated in 7 years.
Are you talking about Rainbow Six Siege?
Yes. The graphics are horrible in that game. They are so bad.
Not if you turn them up. If you have the HD graphics pack, it's actually great. So you get in there, being able to test and see what the different complementary aspects of the characters that you choose. So when sometimes you might need extra hard breaches because they've got a myriad of different elements. You've got people who've got electrified options as their extra. Then you need to have somebody like Thatcher who's going to use an EMP grenade and to bring those down, so you have time while the electrics are down to actually hard breach that wall and get through, because you have a limited amount of time, especially if you're just playing bomb, then to get through and get the diffuser going. And on the flip side,
you're a diffuser.
I know. So yes, I'm very adamant about my love for Siege. I know about the people
I've
don't
literally
like it.
sat. Well, it's funny because like even me and Zeke, we've been sitting side by side, and we'll come in and we'll watch you play it, and I'm just like, I don't understand the fascination with this game. It like to me, and this is just me. This is not everybody, because I know people love watching it in like in like an esports setting, but it's just I don't know. It's just so boring to me. I just don't find it exciting at all. Like the only time it's funny is when you fuck up.
Oh yeah, that's the best part.
That's the best parts. Is when you fuck up and you like blow yourself up or something. But that's most games though. Everybody loves when you blow up yourself as a content creator.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm notorious for launching myself into my own teammates and dying. Well, okay, so I know we kind of went off on a tangent. Our ADHD took over, so I'll kind of get us back on track. But there is something that I am very excited to talk about, and this is going to go live, and I just tweeted it out today, but I definitely want to talk about it. As you guys know, like I got into content creation because of Destiny, and I actually got into streaming because I happened to walk by a little booth that was switching from Beam to Mixer in 2017. Is that 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Whatever year Destiny came out, Destiny 2 came out. I went there so excited to go see Destiny 2. It was the first year they opened it to the public, E3, which I'm a big fan of E3. I like going as a person instead of working, because goddamn, that is a long week. Wow. Yeah. Oh god, that is a long week. But it's great when you leave. You feel like great. But man, working it compared to just going, such a different experience. But yeah, I went there for Destiny. So I have been playing Destiny since it first came out, vanilla. Like you hear people say that about WoW and other stuff. I played it before it even had a titled name. And I remember when Bungie split off and they said they were making their own game, and we were all Halo fans. We all loved Halo. Yeah. And when we found out about this online MMO looter shooter, which was, to be honest with you, I think Destiny really was the start of the looter shooter genre. There was games that were out, but they weren't like that. They had more of an MMO feel and a first person shooter kind of environment. What do you think, Wes? Do you think there was something before that?
I mean, when I think of Destiny, I think of it trying to do like Destiny 1. I did not enjoy at all.
Really?
Like I did not enjoy. I tried it.
You're a very strange breed, sir, because most people bitch that they love Destiny 1, but they hate Destiny 2.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore. Now everybody loves it, but
yeah. But no, I didn't care for it very much, and I understood what it was trying to do, and I just didn't think it did it, and so I like didn't really pay that much attention to it, and so when I think of looter shooter, I think of things like Borderlands. Yeah, that's primarily where
did Borderlands come out before Destiny though?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That is a really good question, because I don't know, because I know both of them were very close in time frame. I know Destiny is coming up to the 10-year mark. 10 or I don't even. God, it's been that long.
Borderlands was 2009.
2009, and Destiny came out in 2010.
14.
Jesus, wow. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, but that's crazy though. Time flies, man. Anyway, but anyway, I officially now, I tweeted it out today. I actually got an email, and first it started off on Twitter, but I ended up getting an email, and they reached out to me and said they wanted me to work with them. And my heart dropped down to the bottom of my anus, and I didn't even know how to comprehend it, because that's like, when you get to work with, like, there was only 2 companies that I ever wanted to work with. One of them I'm partnered with, Square Enix. I've worked with them. I love RPGs. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time when it comes to RPG setting, and then Destiny. And then Legend of Dragoon too, because that game was amazing. And I'm really excited they're making a remake of that game. But that isn't Square Enix. That was like the Western side. But anyway, but yeah, so I'm going to be working with them at TwitchCon with the Bungie Foundation and 7 other charities. We're going to be raising money live from the arcade. They're going to have a giant arcade set up with donor drive.
Are you allowed to be telling us this?
Yeah. Okay. I announced it all today. Yeah. I announced it live today, and we're going to actually be on the TwitchCon floor, and I'm going to be streaming, doing a meet and greet, and I'm also going to have some of my sponsors, including Advanced GG, which DJ is also a part of too. Are you part of Advanced GG too, right, Wes? No? Yes, no, maybe so?
No.
No, we should get you with them. They're awesome. But also too, just in general, just so many great people are going to be there. And now that I know Wes is going to be there, which I knew he was going, I fucked up, by the way. We had this whole conversation before this. I fucked up. He came in to my stream and said, "Hey, Drake, I know you and DJ are going. We should room together." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, let's do it," right? Because ADHD.
Yeah.
And a month later, I already had everything booked, and he jumps into the podcast and be like, "Hey, fucker." But, hey, look,
What's up,
whoops. No, but it really is. That is my fault. My bad. But no, but all of us are going to be there together. And our group is going to be so great because I have so many of my mods that are going, which is fantastic. We're going to have so many people meeting me there for the first time. I know you guys have people meeting you there. It's just going to be so great because, like DJ said, this is going to be the first time that we have been together all at a convention in years. And then I'm fulfilling one of my dreams. And then I get to work. And then here's also one other thing, that little tidbit seed. I'm also going to get to work with Sega. I'm going to be streaming live from the Sega booth on Sunday. So, like, that's what I grew up on. Like, the only other one that would be better than that is Nintendo. So it's like, it's crazy. Streaming and content creation is an amazing thing. And all of us are going to be there together. And I already told everybody, because Zeke and Poe and Goose and all of us, we're all driving out there together. So all of us are going to be there. So you guys are going to get to meet all those. And then after we're all said and done, typical fashion, we're finishing it off and we're going to Disneyland.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
We're doing it on Monday. We're like, fuck it, we're going to Disneyland. Yeah. So, yeah. And it's also Zeke's birthday, so we're celebrating his birthday early.
Damn, I wish I could go. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So anyway, sorry. But I'm super excited. Bungie stuff. And then, DJ, what do you got planned for TwitchCon?
So this is the first time I've it's things that are up in the air, and I've had companies just start reaching out, especially the last couple of weeks. So I've got a project that I'm working on with Logitech and Astro. And then I'm doing some stuff with CLX while I'm there, which is going to be
amazing
rad.
company, by the way. Really good people.
So I'm very, very excited for that. Otherwise, it is going to be my first time back at TwitchCon since I went to Mixer. And every TwitchCon I've been to before this, I have been a partner because I was the executive producer for Griffball Hub. Yeah. Which we are still partnered there. But the owner has the keys to it because there was a lot of conversations and communications that happened with Twitch about whether or not I could be on 2 different accounts and have the email registered, because the email was registered to another account already. I'm like, but I'm running these accounts. Come on. And that was when they said, well, if you're partnered on this one, you can't be partnered on that one. And I was like, what? So but But anyways, so this will be my first time not as a partner. So yeah.
Well, you know
But
what?
I'm
Though?
going with my basically my community esports coordinator, Rageborn Nerd, is going to be with me. Every TwitchCon I've been to, aside from the first one, I've been to with Rage, and because he went with me on behalf of Gripball Hub
Yeah.
to all the rest of them. The very first one I was there because Games, when they were still a thing, Games had me at they met me up at PAX West, and they said, well, I did a whole thing for them at their booth. You know me, I'm a walking advertisement.
Yep.
And they said, we want you to come to TwitchCon. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to happen because I don't really have that kind of money. And they said, no. We're going to pay you, fly you down, put you in a hotel for TwitchCon to work our booth with us. Sure. Why not? And they
Those
did.
are always
That was the
those
very
are the
first
nice
TwitchCon.
sponsorships. Those are great.
It was the very first TwitchCon, and then I was at all of them. So I was there, then San Diego, then so San Francisco, San Diego, and then Long Beach was 3, and then San Jose was 4.
Yep.
And I know it was the first 3. I realized that I was not at the 4th one in San Jose because that was the one where they had the lines all the way around their ass to their elbow, and I was in. I want to say I was in Australia for that one.
Yeah, I mean that last year before everything shut down was crazy for all of us. It was such a blur. Like, and not only that, just like, I'm not even gonna bring it up too much, but like literally that year was just a roller coaster for us because obviously there was COVID and then there was our breakup over a tweet. And everybody was out of a job, literally like that. We, and one day we're gonna all write a book about this. We're gonna write a book about it, and we're all gonna, put our short stories in there, and we're gonna be like, you remember that time that we were crushing it on that platform, and a bunch of shit happened, and all of a sudden we were out of a job. We're like, we didn't do anything wrong, but somehow we lost our job.
Yep. You cheated and we got fired. What happened?
Yeah, we worked for Microsoft. What do you mean you work for Microsoft? Yeah, we worked on this platform called Mixer. Yeah.
Oh, Mixer.
Yeah. But I mean, like, like all of us going there, though, this is kind of a rebirth in a sense, Yeah,
and I'm gonna bring, since we're bringing it up, and it always ends up becoming that one moment of, hey, guess what? I just want to read this out because it happened. I had 3 people send me this tweet. And they were like, here's a thing. Have you seen this? I was like, no, what is it? They sent it to me. So it was today, 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
GamerGoo.
Oh, God. What?
As we all know, that is Sue James's company.
Yeah.
Right? GamerGoo comes out and says, and tags them, says, if Watch Mixer came back and was guaranteed to stick around for the next 10 years, would you stream exclusively on Mixer?
Why?
And I said, I'd want it in writing and my partner contract reinstated. I have way too many clothes with the name Mixer on it to pass up the chance if it were to come back. Also tell Suit James I said hi. And and they literally, and the retweet was, they tagged James. They were like, at Suit James, DJBluePDX says hi.
My God, that's awesome.
And then all the rest of the people who sent that to me all responded similarly. But I'm like, yeah, I want my shit
Why
back.
though? Why would they tweet that out randomly?
Well,
honestly,
here's the reality. Okay, the market is prime for another good
streaming platform,
creator-focused streaming platform.
Because Trovo's not it. Glimish isn't it. Gleam isn't it. Nobody even knows. Like, you know what? Like, I love that people still battle about Trovo, saying Trovo is going to be the next generation. Look, anybody that's streaming there, good for you. If you're making money, good for you. But I'm sorry to say, analytics and straight up numbers does not lie. It is not competing with YouTube or Twitch on any matter. It's not competing with Facebook, and that's completely dropped off. So I don't know.
So the thing is that I do believe that and specifically what I think there's room for is room for another positive culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like Twitch culture on the whole is as positive of an experience as we want.
No. And
It's not.
there's a reason why I left it.
Yeah. And so like there's room for it. And so when people talk to me all the time, they're like, if there was another Mixer, would you? And I'd be like, I can't argue with it, but at the same time, like, and a lot of people have asked me why they think Mixer failed. And my opinion, point blank, is that the people who were running it didn't know how to define it.
Yeah.
Oh, I disagree.
Here's what
I
I
actually
think.
okay. This is actually an interesting conversation. I want to see why you, because I have my own opinion too.
I think Mixer got to a point in the people that were in charge where Mixer did not know how to justify its experience, its expenditure, its value to Microsoft itself. Okay, they got to a point where they had this thing, and it was a good thing, but they weren't able to They didn't believe in it enough themselves to be able to sell it to Microsoft. If I had been there, I could have sold it easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
So while I don't disagree with you on that, part of that has to do with certain people who were in a leadership position that she shall remain nameless because she's no longer with the company for reasons, and that's the downfall. The minute the reckoning happened that summer, okay, there was all of a sudden a lot of truths coming out about some really predatory people.
Yeah.
And including that one person who shall remain nameless in the leadership, but streamers, content creators, there was a massive movement. And it was
during the Wii movement too, as well.
Yeah,
which
it was the Me Too movement, and it was important because it needed to have been said. These people needed to have been called out on their bullshit.
And it started
but it
one day before the contracts were signed to kill Mixer.
Right.
It started one day before.
Here's the thing. All of that starts happening. And the first question from a legal aspect is exactly what kind of liability are we looking at if anybody comes and points this, because this is all happening at our
it was.
event.
I'm absolutely convinced it was a done deal by then.
And then and then after that, the video of her calling people slaves was it. And it was because if they shut down the division, there is a zero liability for anything that comes up after the fact.
Yeah.
And so they can take everything that went sideways and go, yep, it's no longer a division, so you can't come after us at all anyways.
Well, and you know what? I do agree with you. I do agree with you about the predatory stuff.
But there's one other thing. I got calls the morning of that tweet happening saying, hey, don't freak out. Something's about to happen, because Microsoft across the board, including the Mixer employees, got notified
by the tweet
45 minutes before the tweet went live.
Yep.
They all got an email. There was apparently about 4 people involved with contracts that basically paid out all of the major players' contracts on Sunday.
Yep.
Tweet came out Monday. I know because I got a call from somebody who works with Microsoft Games. He said, hey, don't freak out. And as I'm talking to him on the phone, that was when I fell up the stairs, because I'm just like, what the? And I fell and broke both my middle fingers. So I was like, hey, my first month on Twitch, I have a broken hand. So that's why I say these things, because it was just, everything went sideways so quickly.
Yeah.
I truly believe, from a marketing standpoint, though, I think Mixer was done in March. And here's the reason why I say March. I know that sounds really abrupt and rough, and why exactly March? Because that was the sign of the second quarter. Mixer spent a ton of money advertising, marketing, pushing to Ninja, pushing to all Shroud, all these big content creators. And so many people got so much money. And not only that, if you remember, right before they signed that, they were doing the sparks for cash. Basically, everybody could come in and just use regular currency, and they could see how much us content creators were making. They were testing it out. The second they signed that deal with Ninja, that went away. It was gone. All that money. What was the first instinct that everybody said? They were like, oh my God, they spent all the money on Ninja to try to boost it up. But here's the thing. coming from a guy, and you guys should know this as well, us going from having a solid foundation community. How many people actually transferred from Mixer to Twitch when Mixer shut down? About 10%, if that. We didn't get our 70, like for me, when Mixer shut down, I had 75,000 followers. When I went over there, I had 1,500 the start of my very first day, and it took me almost 4 months to get to 20,000, and I had a huge following. And so, but then also, the reason why I say March and April, we started seeing all these Mixer partners that were getting giant influxes of numbers for no reason. Never had viewership like that. Getting 10,000 people in their channel, 5,000, 2,000. They were messing with the matrix to try to make it look like it was bigger so they could sell it to get advertisement costs to make up the difference in quarter two to basically reimburse the money that they lost with Ninja and everybody else, because Ninja was going to get paid out no matter what. And then by the time May rolled around, we were all doing really well in May. I remember May very well. We were doing really well. Our numbers were great. Sponsors were talking to us. Everything was fantastic. And the reason why, all those numbers got inflated. But also, if you remember, when Mixer broke up with us over the tweet, there were so many people that got instant partnership that had no fucking right to get partnership because they were inflated and they had a concurrent of 700, 800 when normally they were at 10. And so there was a lot of people are going to be like, no, Drake, that didn't happen. 100% it did. And that's what fucking blows my mind, that those people still to this day have a check mark, have not even streamed on Twitch, but are still partnered. But people like DJ and Wes who fucking crushed it, worked their ass off, part of the fucking company. Yeah. They got shit on and fucking blown to the wind and said, oh, sorry, your whole life's gone. I am still very, very shocked and amazed. And I've heard it through the rustles in the trees and through the little whispers and the birdies that somebody's building up a class action lawsuit. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but it would make sense because so many people's lives were fucking ruined. Okay, they didn't give us any abrupt.
I agree with both of the things that you guys have said. However, I'm going to frame it this way. What happened was that, yes, once the Ninja and Shroud stuff started happening, at that point in time, Microsoft went, okay, where's our payout? Where is it? Okay. And at that point in time, you needed to have somebody who understood the value of Mixer to be able to say,
and evaluate it, to go back and say, yeah,
it's not money. The value here is not money. The value here is, number one,
longevity.
Dedication. Number one, dedication. You're building a very loyal group of content creators and gaming fans.
Didn't we get something in a partner meeting too, when we like in the beginning of January, saying that we were the fastest growing platform out of any other platform? We were beating Facebook Gaming, we were beating YouTube, we were beating everybody.
No, and that's just it. Don't get me wrong. The platform was doing great until the level of requirement rose.
Well, they weren't getting enough acquisitions too for sponsorship dollars too.
Well, but here's the thing. That platform grew far beyond any kind of rational growth.
Nobody expected
of its kind.
Nobody expected it. Yeah.
And the problem is that the people who were running it were trying to say, we can be a Twitch in a year and a half.
Yeah.
And that was never going to happen.
It was a 5-10 year process.
Right. Not even that.
Not even. Maybe
Mixer
3.
Mixer was never going to be Twitch, but I'm convinced it didn't have to be.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Do you remember when they released the Xbox One and it was all about video delivery?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they had to abandon that because they couldn't fulfill that promise?
The Kinect, yeah.
Why was no one saying, hey, we've now got our video delivery. This is what we always wanted. Let's continue doing this, right? There were so many angles that they could have taken. That you're building up a loyal following. And then the other problem is that everybody kept looking at it as a numbers game.
Yeah,
Like, let's
true.
just get more people in, get more streams. No, that wasn't what it needed.
But realistically, if you think about it too, Wes, if you think about this, how many people now, because Xbox is the #1 selling console in the world next to the Switch. The Switch kicks everybody's ass always because it's just a portable system. It makes sense, right? And you have more kids and whatever, right? But Xbox is out of the console wars, if you even count those as a thing anymore. Literally, the Xbox is in every home because of the S, right? Better system, cheaper price. Everybody has it now at some point in their house. And imagine with those numbers in a number aspect, right? You remember when we were partnered, we would be on the fucking dashboard.
Yeah.
And that literally was the greatest advertisement and discoverability for us as content creators, which is something that Twitch, YouTube, none of them do. Nobody does that. Not even TikTok. Nobody does it.
It was the best tool for selling games as well.
Dude, when we could sell the games through chat, dude, I'd be like, I'm playing this game, dude. I would sell every game I played.
So I want to say this. I started as
we don't hate anything. We're happy about it, I swear.
I got partnered at right about 1,200 or 1,200 followers because and Wes was involved.
Well, the requirement was 750 originally, wasn't it?
Wes was involved in this decision actually, and because of the unique kind of content that I was making. So, fast forward to the DJ sets. Those DJ shows were massive.
Yeah.
On Mixer. Massive. There was only about 4 or 5 of us who were DJs on Mixer.
Yeah.
And I mean, even without Hype Zone, without the rotation.
Honestly, you were the only DJ I knew.
I was pulling. I was pulling by year 3 was pulling thousands of viewers, which was great. The chat would explode and go wild, and it was
chat
nuts.
was something else on Mixer, man. I miss it so much.
And you had the integrations of real time FTL. You had the mix it up integrations and your ability to affect different people's everything from room lighting to video games in there. You could choose that and interact, and it was an interactive opportunity to experience something that was, although you were distant, tangible.
Yeah,
you can talk to people. People could say, "Wait, don't go in there," if you're in a game because you didn't want to necessarily miss. Hit a check mark and miss out on a collectible. Now with this stupid delay, like, oh, it's still low latency. That fuck you. It's not low latency. It's stupid latency.
Yeah. Well, even TikTok has instant. You know what I mean? Like TikTok is instant. Like you talk, and at the very latest, it's 1 second. Whereas
when I'm DJing on TikTok, no, it's a good it's 15, 20 seconds behind on TikTok.
Well, then you haven't turned on low latency on your settings, but that's the you thing.
Okay. And I'll just finish this up. I'm gonna.
There is a low latency There is a low latency on TikTok.
Not on OBS.
Yeah, there is.
Ooh.
It's through your settings in TikTok. Look,
well,
now he's gonna go look. He's like, "Fuck you." Yes.
TikTok.
Yeah. TikTok is fantastic.
You have to get in with an agency to do it, and
which I still haven't because I fucked up.
Okay. So you can get in there. I'm with Carter Pulse. Carter Pulse signed me up for 3 months to see how I would do on there. And the thing that I've noticed is that with OBS and the key, my quality of broadcast is on par with where I want it to be. It is what I consider to be my delivery is satisfactory.
It looks really good.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
It looks freaking amazing.
And it's also on a smaller screen, so it looks even better because just the quality, the pixel density is fucking fantastic.
And the sound quality is there and everything like that. However, if I'm doing it by plugging that little USB mixer into the ass of my phone and then just doing it on my phone, I was ending those sets with 400, 500 viewers.
Yep.
On OBS with a better look. The green screens are acting. I'm pulling bullshit numbers.
Well, there is a workaround with that too. And for anybody who's watching this too, there is a workaround without having a stream key. I have done it, and this is how you do it. And I'll just give you guys the quick rundown. This is the easiest way to do it. You guys can clip this, share this with your friends, but this is a little technology knowledge for all of you guys. Anybody who's on TikTok, what you can do, there's actually a gaming setting, and you can switch to gaming. This doesn't work so much for DJ because he's streaming music, but for gaming, you can switch it, and basically when you switch it to gaming, it becomes a screen share of your phone. So the nice thing about it is you can turn it in a landscape mode, have it set up, and you can basically pull up your stream from Twitch, YouTube, wherever, put it in there, put it in your little mount, and you can have it up, and it will directly stream what you have in OBS real time onto TikTok with no latency whatsoever. It's fantastic. The only downside to it is that you got to plug in into, and most phones now don't have an audio dongle, so you got to have the dongle, and then you basically hook up a headset that has a mute option on it, and you just turn the mute option so it doesn't pick up the mic, so you don't get an echo, and then it's exactly what you are on Twitch, YouTube, whatever, and it streams it directly from there. So you can do it that way as well. That is an option. So that's what I've been doing, and it works really well. So cool. without that, so just fun-filled fact for anybody who's trying to expand their social media content.
So let me wrap up this this tweet.
Yeah, sorry, went on a tangent.
Okay?
Yes.
This whole thing that started with your message. Anyway,
Never.
So I think that Mixer could exist again. A platform like Mixer could work again. It needs a major publisher involved, a person willing to put money behind it, a person who's interested in more than monetary return, because there's not that much money in this, okay? And it would require people who know how to sell the product they're creating.
Yep.
They know the value of community and building valuable customer bases that are not about dollar signs and clicks.
I would say the perfect person to sponsor this, you know who it would be? Without the dollar signs, because they are very greedy about money. But the best advertisement and the best for mobile/video reception, Verizon. If Verizon bought it, that would be a perfect company. No, you know the reason why? They have one of the fastest internet and satellite links in the world, and they already have the servers.
I absolutely loathe Verizon. They have the worst customer service ever.
I really honestly thought we were about to go into a sponsorship message.
Oh no.
No. I would honestly,
because I don't have Verizon, but I'm just saying that would be a good fit.
No, they would have to offer me a literal shit ton of money and a guarantee that I'd have my own personal customer service connection, because otherwise, no, it is a shit show over there.
Yeah. It wouldn't be the phone portion. It would be a whole nother district, a whole nother area. They would have to do it that way.
I honestly, T-Mobile maybe, but.
That's who I am.
Yeah, I have T-Mobile. Yeah.
Well,
so yeah. So that being said,
I'm leaving a lemon head.
Let's go back a little bit to talk about TwitchCon.
Yeah.
What events are you guys gonna go to at TwitchCon?
I have some sponsor events that I'm going to with some of my channel sponsors like Logitech and Astro and Fourth Wall, along with. So we've got some of those events. We've got the TwitchCon. The Twitch party, which I
are you talking about Fourth Wall, the clothing company?
Yeah. And so I'm gonna go. They've got a little shindig because I'm a Fourth Wall partner, and so all of those.
Wait, that's what you're doing your merch through?
We're having conversations about it. Yeah.
Nice.
That's with some of it, but the jerseys are not where I want them to be, and there's another company that has jerseys that I'm looking about getting.
You and your fucking jerseys.
So you're going to a Fourth Wall thing.
So yeah, we've got the Fourth Wall thing, and then some other basic events. But yeah, I'm just kind of going. It's my first time to go as just me and go revisit and reconnect with some people. My first, like the last two events. I mean, the first one I was obviously the MC over and main streamer at games. The next 2 years, I was one of the presenters and hosts and MCs on the Twitch Prime stages. So I stick a mic to my hand and let me go.
So I guess Wes, what do you have planned?
Yeah.
Well, I got invited to the Tiltify party.
Yay! We'll all be there. Love.
So I'll be doing Tiltify. There is a Facebook gaming meetup that I will be going to. Just because what I'm hoping is that my partner manager will be there, because like my numbers on Facebook are terrible. But
so what are you streaming? So where do you stream now? Do you stream on Facebook, Twitch? Where?
I fulfill my Facebook gaming obligations and maintain my partnership. And then I stream on Twitch. My numbers on Twitch are better. My discoverability on Facebook is minimal. It depends on the game. Sometimes I'll get a little bit. I'll get 5-10 people stopping in. for Facebook, but it's rare. It's very rare. The people on Facebook appear to go where the numbers are. They go to where the biggest streams.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
so
people like Queen Eliminator, she crushed it.
Yeah.
And she left. She's
doing great.
She sailed. Yeah, she's crushing it over there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be going. I'm gonna try to get up with the Facebook meetup. I got the Tiltify party. I got the partner party. There's a couple other parties I was looking at because I don't know if you know this, but I am friends with Katieosaurus from TikTok. ADHD streamer. She has been coming to my convention for a couple of years now, and she's a buddy of mine. And me and Katieosaurus and Hey Good, her partner, one of her partners, we're gonna come together. Now Katie can't come, but me and Eric Good are gonna be staying together on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so I'm gonna be wandering around with him because he's really enjoying his Minecraft streaming.
Yeah.
Getting me to stream Minecraft is pulling teeth because I played it for so long.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, hey, look, come with me and we'll go and I'll introduce you to all the Minecraft people I know. So I'm still going to try to get him, in touch with a lot of the Minecraft people at some of the other stuff. But those are my primary things I'm going to go to. I do notice there's a Stream Elements party that I haven't, really asked for admission to. I do use Stream Elements, so I thought about maybe going to that. But then again, I mean, it looks like it's a big party thing, so it's not like I'll probably meet any Stream Elements people there.
Yeah.
But
you never know.
That's primarily where
it depends because, like, even when we did the Amazon meetup, because DJ went to me that was very intimate and it was a party.
Yeah.
But it was really good. We had a lot of good conversations there. So.
Yeah, I met some really great people.
Well, I would love to go to stuff. So please invite me.
Yeah, well, I gave you that list of all the events too.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I get anything, because this is pretty much what me and DJ did. Like, we were basically the front runners for all the parties and stuff. They were like, "What do you got?" And the DJ's like, "I got one over here, and I got one over here." And then we basically just crossed over and we got each other on the list, and that's pretty much what we did.
And that's exactly how I used to do things too. DJ and I would be like, "Hey, this thing's going on at South. Let's make sure we're going."
Yeah, we got all sorts of things going on. So, and of course, we're all going to be posting things to our social media and to our TikToks and things, doing some live stuff. I'm definitely taking
We'll do some live stuff for Pardon the D too, since we're all doing this episode before. We could do some stuff there as well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So speaking of which, I have got to get laundry out of the washer and put it in the dryer, and then go find out because my dogs are awfully quiet right now, and that means
they're just tearing up your couch.
Something's
they've
being
eaten
torn apart
something.
upstairs. Yeah. Yes, probably.
Or they got that possum from last week.
Oh God, that poor possum. That poor possum. I took the possum. I made a salad and had a bunch of extra, the butt of the lettuce and all that stuff, and took it out there and because I know where it's at, and got it behind the fence and poured it up there, and sure as shit, as soon as I did, it's just just little peeks, little face up. It's adorable. I mean, they're ugly, but they're nice.
They're hairy rats,
basically.
Yeah, big fat hairy rats.
They're very helpful,
and they hiss when they're angry.
Yeah. So, but I'm very happy that it did not attack the dogs. As soon as it bared its teeth, it was like, I was literally physically grabbing the Danes by the scruff of their skin and basically tossing them away from, trying to get them on the other side. And the possum ran between my legs and just kind of backed up as I'm backing up towards it, and I'm trying to push it up over the edge of the brick wall. Like, run for your life. And they got up there and then ran back over to its side, just terrified of the dogs. The dogs were like, I don't know what it is.
Also too, one thing I want to tell you guys as well, because I was just looking at something, I just got an email, but basically from 4 to 4:45, this would be great for you guys too, because you guys will actually get to meet people at Bungie as well. But I'm going to be doing a meet and greet in their booth, along with Donor Drive as well, and we're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff there too, so we can all kind of group up and we can kind of have everybody as that a hub. You use my little time slot for everybody to meet up, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's going to be from 4 to 4:45 on Saturday. And they gave me a 45-minute spot, but they were like, you know what, if it goes over, it goes over. Just, everybody hang out and have a good time. They've been so great so far. So we could do a meetup and get everybody together. And you guys can actually meet some people at Bungie and Donor, and Extra Life's going to be there. Stack Up's going to be there. There's so many amazing sponsors that are all going to be attached to this, and it's a full-on arcade. So they have like
with Stack Up in November for Veterans Month.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, so it'll be really good for us to be able to like kind of mingle and hang out. Obviously, you know, it's awesome, Wes, that I know you're going to the partner party. So that's kind of cool because now I don't have to go stag. I hate going to events when I don't know anybody, especially when it's an event I've never been to before. And you know me, I have no problem talking or being center of attention. But like when you go to something you've never been to, it's always good to go in with somebody so you can be like, hey, let's go, you know. So but yeah, and then I'm gonna be doing some really cool giveaways and stuff too on the floor. We're gonna have 400 of them to give away, stickers and a bunch of really cool stuff that my wife's been putting together for a month. 5,000 stickers, by the way, if I didn't say that already. 5,000 stickers made, freaking crazy. So we're gonna be giving those out, and then we'll definitely try to do some stuff live from the show too for Pardon the D. And maybe we'll get to see some cool stuff because I know there are a lot of boosts, but it's more focused on, there's going to be a lot of hungry people like trying to push everybody out of the way, trying to make themselves stand out. So, you know, and I expect that. And then, you know, you guys both have partner or the TwitchCon party passes, right? Are you guys going to that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're all going to that. Only one person in our group wasn't able to get one. So I don't know if we can find, it was Poe. He couldn't get one. So if we know anybody that we can get him one, we'll try. But if not, then it looks like his ass is staying in the hotel. But yeah, so that we'll have that. And then the Tiltify party's right after that, which is good. And then we just got, you know, just a bunch of stuff of catching up and hanging out and grabbing some drinks, eating some good food and hopefully make some good connections. So if you guys are at TwitchCon, obviously DJBluePDX, The Lost Drake, Wes Wilson, we're all going to be there. Make sure you guys come up. Do not be afraid to say hi, but just the one thing that I ask, don't come up. Do you know who I am? No, we don't, because your fucking profile pic is that goddamn big, and we don't know who the fuck you are. We've never talked to you before. No, we do not know who you are.
Yep.
All right. So one thing, it's my biggest pet peeve. Just come up and be like, hey, hi, and I will definitely talk to you all day. I am not going to shoot you down. But don't come up and be like, do you know who I am? And expect us to know, because we have no fucking idea who you are. Like, that's not trying to be rude. It's just the fucking truth. Like, nobody can tell.
We're also all ADHD.
Yeah.
And faces and names and stuff don't intersect. And what you're going to do if you do that is that we're going to spend the next 10 minutes trying to get a good glance at your badge.
Yeah, just try to
so
figure
that
out
we
who the
can
hell you
figure
are.
that out. You're basically making us work to talk to you, and you don't want to do that.
I actually had, Mr. Joker did that to me, and you know, he's got green hair, but I haven't seen him in 3 fucking years. And he's like, do you know who this is? And I'm like, I just literally squinted and just stared at him. I didn't even say anything. I was trying to figure it out. I felt so bad because I actually know him. And like, I was just like, how the fuck, who? Like my ADHD just started triggering. So, but you know, even if you're a partner or somebody and you recognize us and we don't, because I mean, like, you know, that's just the name of the game. I want to see everybody. I want to talk to everybody. I want to get to know everybody again, see what people have been up to over the last 3 years with COVID and all the other bullshit. Like, you know, there's so much been going on. So please come up and talk to us, but don't do that, please. Just, you know, introduce yourself. Be like, hey, it's blah, 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 and I'm in your community. Oh, okay, cool. What up? You know what I mean? Also
consider the fact that I say this because I'm terrible at it. We are meeting constantly dozens upon dozens upon dozens of people who we know by your gamer tag in our streams.
Yeah.
But meeting us once does not necessarily guarantee that we are going to have the mental capacity to actually remember every time. I'm good at faces. I recognize a face. I am not necessarily going to always remember your name. And it's nothing personal. I'm just not that smart.
You know who did that to me for 5 conventions?
Who?
Xbox One. He did that to me he's like, do you know who I am? And I'm like, I know you, but I haven't seen you in 7 months.
Familiar, but Yeah.
And he's like, we partied and drank together. I'm like, yeah, I was drinking. I don't even remember
Right,
my
yeah.
own name.
That a lot of people can say that.
Yeah.
Just
But yeah. Dude, you know what? And it's nothing
Yeah.
personal. It's like we don't hate him or anything. It's just literally, it's just, like I've had my own mods come up to me and surprise me, but like, hey, it's me. And I'm like,
Mario,
who?
is it you?
Yeah.
It's me,
Couldn't
Mario.
be. Then who? I don't know. Sure. So, but yeah, no, I'm excited to meet everybody and with the meet and greet and everything else and the Bungie stuff and Sega. And I know DJ's got his Logitech stuff. And I mean, Wes is going to be hustling it up like crazy because he hasn't been at an event in forever. So he's super excited. We're all going to be hanging out. And then if you see us out and about on the town, okay? And we have been tasting on the adult beverage of any kind, okay? And we say stuff to you, and then the next day you try to come to us at the convention and be like, I'm going to party hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to party hard because I'm starting a hardcore diet when I come back. So just everybody be prepared. I'm going all out. I'm drinking. I'm eating whatever the hell. I'm going to have like 5 lobster rolls in my hand. I don't even care. I'm going all out.
I will be eating like a madman. I don't know if I'm going to be drinking a whole lot, but
yeah. Oh, I am. Zeke's going to make me drink.
I don't plan on drinking a whole lot. I'll just say that.
Oh my God, Zeke and Wes are gonna have a great time.
They're gonna it's gonna be a jam. And we can't wait because Zeke and I had such a great time at the gay bars at PAX West. So we're gonna go and hit up a couple places in Crescent Hill.
Crescent Roll is a breakfast.
I know,
or it could be a twisted dingus.
In the gay district, it's over there near the Aslan District. I'm staying at the Bristol anyway. So. Anyways, with all that being said, Wes, final thoughts for your first time on Pardon the D.
Final thoughts. Thanks for having me. I've missed you guys. Anytime you want to be back, let me know. We can even try to stay focused next time.
That's funny. Well, the funny thing is that we can do this more, and next time we'll have more to talk about because we will be back from TwitchCon, and we'll have a bunch of new stories, new gummy dicks, and who knows what else.
Yeah.
So Wes,
nobody knows that context. They're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" We brought that up like 4 times.
I'm either Wes Wilson or Wes W. Wilson, pretty much everywhere. I'm Wes Wilson on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. I am Wes W. Wilson on Facebook products and Microsoft. And you can find me around. I am very entertaining, although, and specifically, I'm very entertaining when you interact with me, which means that if you just drop by my channel and don't say anything, I'm just going to play games. I'm just going to have a good time. But ask me questions, joke around with me, tell me your experience with what's going on. That'll make everything better.
Absolutely. Drake, where do we find you at?
Well, just like Wade Wilson, not to be confused with Wes Wilson, he's coming out after 3 years basically saying he's going to be on the live screen. But me, I'm going to be on everywhere. The Lost Drake across the board. Nothing has really changed there. It's always the same, except more chaotic, more, same, we got a bunch of new games. It's a brand new season of video games. We're going into the fall season, which is always great. So I'm going to try to be playing as many new games as possible. And please, by all means, just like Wes said, please interact. I love lurkers, but you know what? Like, how do we know you're there if you don't come and talk to us? We're going to be meeting a lot of you at TwitchCon. So please, please, please talk to us. Say, hey, we met you at TwitchCon. That is okay in chat.
And of course, you can find me at DJBluePDX on all of the platforms for everything from Twitch to TikTok and Twitter, Insta, blah, blah, blah. You can find Pardon the Distraction at Pardon the D or Pardon the Distraction by going to our website at pardonthedistraction.com. Our podcasts come out usually every Monday night, and you can find us on most all podcast services, including Spotify, Amazon, and more. Make sure you hit the follow and like and subscribe, all this fun stuff. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. We will see you. Actually, we'll go live sometime at TwitchCon.
Yeah, we will go live at TwitchCon, all of us together. I think that needs to happen. And also, too, this episode will go live tonight. I'm literally editing it right after this. So you guys will have it. So, yes. Woo!
And make sure you catch up on all of our past episodes as well. We're so close to hitting our watch
500
hours
away.
partner.
500 watch hours away, guys, from partnership. So fucking watch every video
sure
12 times.
Yes, there you go. Put it on a playlist. Let it play forever. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time right here on Pardon the D.
Bye.
Later.